Hey guys, it's Missy. Today I'm going to be doing a collection of all my Oddity things, which is like my things in jars, my animal bones, all that creepy stuff. A lot of people have been asking me to show a collection video of all that, so here you go. Before I start showing you everything, if you're squeamish, if you don't like looking at dead things, if you don't like looking at bones, or anything of that, please don't watch this video because you're gonna see dead things and bones, and I really don't feel like having people puke, so yeah. Another thing I need to point out before I start this video, a lot of people always complain at me about this, but I did not kill any of these little critters. No, none. I'm a vegetarian. I don't think killing animals is cool. So I didn't kill them. They died in natural causes, or there was one instance that one of my things that I own was actually hunted, but I'll explain that whenever I get to it. But just to say it again, I did not kill any of these things. So just to get that point out there so you guys don't think I'm a murderer. But okay, let's go ahead and show you guys what all I got. First, I have this little turtle jaw. I got him at a little antique mall. But yeah, it's just a turtle jaw. I got this little dude at the same place. It's just a tiny little turtle head and the jaws attached to it. I can assure you that these weren't killed inhumanely. The guy lives at a lake and he found them washed up on the shore. I got this at the same antique place. I'm assuming it's some type of mouse or something of the sort, but I'm not really entirely sure. But there's that one. I actually got this for Christmas, to be completely honest. Opened up a box and there's a skull inside. It was pretty fabulous. Then I have this jawbone. I got this at a festival in the fall. These people are the ones who find roadkill and clean them up and sell like their body parts. I know that sounds completely horrible, but they just find animals along the road that are dead, or people send them things that were already dead and they just clean them up and stuff. I'm not sure what type of animal this came from, but there's a jawbone. This one also came from the people at the festival. They told me this was a raccoon skull. I'm not sure if it's what it is or not, but it's what it looks like. This was one of the first things I had in my collection. This one is a little muskrat skull. A lot of my things aren't in the greatest condition because I get them from the people at the festival, and like I said, they're like roadkill or they just find them. But yeah. This one's my biggest skull. It's a coyote skull. But this one's a possum skull. My brother found this at my grandma's old house in the woods somewhere, and he gave it to me. But this one's really old. I found these at my boyfriend's grandma's house on Easter Day. I don't know what they are. I'm assuming that they are from a squirrel, just because it's like the relative size. But yeah, there's just some random bones I found at my boyfriend's house. Well, his grandma's house, but. So this was a crab shell that I found at Ocean City. It was just washed up on shore and it was in really good condition, so I just grabbed it up. But yeah, it's really pokey, like really pokey. This is also another crab shell that I found at Ocean City washed up. Here's a little crab claw. I found this also at Ocean City. The next one my mom actually found at a lake she went to. And it's an almost complete crawfish skeleton. She just found him washed up on the beach in some rocks, and she picked him up and brought him home to me. This can of potted possum. My mom brought me home this from I have no idea where. I looked it up and it's actually not possum. It's like Spam, but I just thought it would look funny up on my shelf with my little dudes. Next is this really old creepy photo of an old lady. My boyfriend got me this at an antique show and I just keep it up there too because it's creepy. Then I have this nun. I got her at an antique show. I think she was about $10, but I absolutely am terrified of nuns. I don't know why, I just am. So buying this kind of scared me a little bit, but that's another reason why I bought it, because it scared me. Now I'm going to show you all my little critters in the jars. First is my little mouse. I got him at Comic-Con in Columbus, Ohio. I bought him from a lady that gets dead animals that died in natural ways. She said this little dude was in a litter of stillborn mice, so instead of the pet stores just throwing them away, they just send them to her, and she creates beautiful little artwork out of them. Next is my lovely little canned snake. My friend Kayla was walking home from work one day to my house and found this little dude dead alongside the road. And she's like, you know what? Missy needs this snake. So she brought it to my house and she's like, I have a surprise for you, and gave me a dead snake. Next is my little shark in a jar. It's a baby shark. My boyfriend went to Ocean City whenever he was about 10 years old, and he bought this at the gift shop. What happened was a pregnant shark washed up on the beach and she was dead, and of course so was all the babies. And the scientist in the town collected her and did a biopsy and all that stuff to see why she died, and they donated all the animals to a local artist, taxidermy person, and they put them in these little jars and sold them at the gift shop. A lot of people told me that I killed a baby shark, and I'm like, yes, because I'm such a badass. I swam to the middle of the Atlantic Ocean and killed a baby shark. It is a giant deer heart in a jar. Cleaned this out in my own bathtub. There was blood everywhere. The house smelled like rotted meat, and it was a beautiful experience. I went to Target and purchased this jar, and a lady was like, oh, are you gonna put candy in it? I'm like, no, I'm putting a deer heart in it. And she just looked at me like I was a psychopath, and that was probably the greatest experience of my life. But my cousin lives out in the country, and she hunts at least one deer every 2 years or so. And she hunted a deer. She ate it, so she didn't just hunt it to kill it, she actually ate it. And she knew I collected creepy things and asked me if I wanted anything, and I told her I wanted the heart, so she cut the heart out and gave it to me. I almost forgot to mention that I have some real fur tails that I also purchased from the people at the little fall festival thing, but these two big ones are just two foxtails. The black one's a dyed foxtail, and then this one's just a little raccoon tail. That was my video, guys. I hope you enjoyed seeing all my little critters. I collect them mainly because I really like anatomy, and by owning skulls and stuff, it's a really cool way to learn about the inside of animals. And then I also believe that death is not the end of something's life, and by preserving their bones or their heart or whatever, I feel like I'm continuing that animal's life as now a beautiful piece of artwork, and I don't know, I can admire their beauty every day, and I feel like I'm giving a new purpose to this animal even though it has passed. But that's just how I look at it, and I like to think of it that way. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions about anything, feel free to comment below. I'll reply to you guys. And yeah, so bye guys, have a super duper fantastic day.